Now, ironically, CM Punk back, and there's another Paul Heyman guy now, which is the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, they gotta run across each other when Punk go on SmackDown Friday.
And then you got another Paul Heyman guy who pops up every now and then, Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
So why not come up with a top 10 Paul Heyman guy? And guess what? Since they don't have too many since they don't have too much wrestling news going on, we got a top 13. Fuck
No,
it.
what?
Top 13 Paul Heyman guys. I know there's way more, but honestly, if y'all count some of the people, y'all are sick. Like that don't count. I seen the Miz on there. I'm like, that don't count. That
The
don't fucking
Miz.
count. Yeah, that was before he was the Miz we all know. That don't count. So let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let me get so we can get Keem, get the polar bear out of here.
You see, man?
All right. So number 13, I put Cesaro right there. I think
Yeah.
I think Cesaro would have been it, he Paul Heyman should have been the guy that pushed him to what he needed to be, but I guess even Paul Heyman couldn't get off, couldn't help take off Cesaro. Because I don't think he added nothing to him.
I mean, only thing Cesaro did was change up, but he started wearing like a little robe with a towel wrapped around him, and he was walking around with his chest poked out. But outside of that, that was it. He was supposed to be a bigger star than what he was because he had won that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and that was supposed to be the start of something.
It was because nobody took off after that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he signed with he got with Paul Heyman that next night,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I mean, I thought it was gonna be something, but it wound up being nothing.
Well, yeah, that's why he ain't make the top 10. Let's keep it pushing though. Let's go straight to Curtis Axel. Paul Heyman helped him become relevant, and he still wasn't relevant. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd have put him last on the list.
I mean, at least he was the Intercontinental champ, right?
Yeah, and he had a remix of Mr. Perfect theme.
Yeah, so I guess I gave him that credit. That's why I put him above Cesaro. Let's be honest, neither one of these dudes made the top 10, so it's nothing that crazy. But that put it this way, that was probably the most relevant time of Curtis Axel's career,
It was well, no, the B team,
huh?
the B team, and he still has not been eliminated from the 2015 Royal Rumble.
Wait. You taking the B team over the Paul Heyman guy gimmick?
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
damn. I don't know about that one.
And he still hasn't been eliminated from like the 2015 Royal Rumble.
Well, that's his fault at this point. At this point, say something, cash in at WrestleMania, or just jump over the top rope. Like we done waiting now. Like you had us for the first 5 years. Like we didn't survive a pandemic. You still didn't cash that in. You lost, man. You lost. You lost.
Just let it go, man.
Like was you scared of Roman or something? Like just go. Like
He ducking wrong, and then he like, shit, Punk back now? Shit. Fuck this.
oh man. All right. Next up, I got Undertaker. That
Yeah.
was when he was Dangerous
Beat
Mark
Mark.
Calloway, some stupid shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
That
was
was
Paul Lee Daniels who had the big cell phone, who was like, the one that was give you cancer or some shit like that because it was so big. That was those days. Uh, but yeah, when Undertaker was in WCW, Paul Heyman was his manager. And honestly, I don't have much of a story for y'all because I ain't watched WCW back then.
Nope.
Like my grandpa watched it, I sat and tried to watch it, but By that time, Undertaker was already gone. Like, Undertaker was already in WWE or
And nobody
WWF at the
cares
time.
about me. Nobody cares about me, Mark.
There it is. Let's get to the real shit now. Top 10 Paul Heyman guys. Let's start off with the suicidal, the genocidal, the homicidal, the I owe you a recital. Matter of fact, you better recycle. If not, I'm going to jump off the bicycle. Sabu.
The bicycle. That's crazy.
Hey, I didn't make it up. That's Joey Styles. Yeah, that was him.
But yeah,
You know what's crazy? I don't remember Paul Heyman being Sabu being a Paul Heyman guy. Maybe it was in WWE or something.
it was when WWE came back. I mean, ECW came back to WWE.
Okay, because I'm like I don't remember that, and
And
especially not no
he
ECW.
wasn't really, I mean, he wasn't really his manager. It was more like Paul Lee or Paul Heyman was just like bringing back ECW, and he was just there.
I
But that's
mean,
as far as I remember, Paul Heyman managed him his first couple years in ECW. I ain't start watching ECW like late '96. By then, I think he had Bill Alfonso.
yeah, I would fucking train. Honestly, I would still take him above Cesaro, Curtis Jackson, and Mean Mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
So
mean
he
it's Sabu.
he can stay at 10. He can stay at 10.
Oh yeah. I mean it's
Number
Sabu at the end
nine,
of the day.
huh?
I said Sabu at the end of the day.
Exactly. Now he gonna jump off something. Play whatever you want.
That theme song was fire.
True, but still, when it comes to ECW theme songs, nothing will ever beat fucking Sandman.
Man, that's crazy. I was just listening to the Into the Sandman like 2 days ago.
That's like I don't know. That's one of the best of all time.
I thought how you just use real theme, just real music, and use it as a theme song.
Yeah, that's how I got introduced to Metallica. Fuck.
Yeah, that's how a lot of us got introduced to Metallica.
Number nine, stunning Steve Austin.
Nah,
Y'all heard me, stunning Steve Austin. It's blind hell. He
that
didn't
was,
drink beers.
that was a pretty boy.
Yeah.
He enjoyed a nice glass of vino or something. That was
If I
pretty.
do have some, if we do have some young listeners out there, yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin used to be a blind and do this to the ring because he was in a tag team with Brian Pillman. And he became on his own and was just, I don't know, Ric Flair, honestly, like a bootleg Ric Flair. No
Yeah,
disrespect. He had his own thing going on, so not to shit on him. He had his own thing, but he clearly stole a lot from Ric Flair during that time.
man. Yeah.
You good with number nine?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm good. My bad. I
Uh,
got distracted right quick.
huh?
I had got distracted looking at the damn game. I'm about to cut this shit off. Pals getting their ass whooped.
Number eight, I got Ravishing Rick Rude.
What I like to have right now is for all you fat, out of shape. I mean, the one they always play is like Pennsylvania Pissants. But like, man, Rick Rude always kept a fire manager. That's crazy.
You think it was him or the managers?
It was a little bit of both. Cause Rick Rude had some fucking swag. He was
Did he?
that
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, I could see him being like the cool guy of his time, the
yeah.
cool bad
Yeah.
guy.
I mean, like it just so happened he always had a fire manager, but I think he didn't need a manager. I feel like a manager, you put a manager with somebody when they can't talk. They need somebody to talk, talk them up. He ain't need that Rick Rude. Rick Rude got on the mic and was like, "Yeah, I'm about to smash you, woman, and I'm about to take this robe off and beat your favorite wrestler up."
I'm gonna make you wish it was me.
and I got fire saxophone music. What you gonna do about it?
I ain't even mentioned the mustache yet.
We didn't even get to the tights. He put your wife on his tights.
Yeah.
That's
So
fire.
Rick Rude. Shout out to Rick Rude. You
Yeah,
definitely get the
shout out,
love, and you a
shout out.
Paul Heyman guy. I
You,
mean,
you, you know, Sting broke his neck, huh? He wouldn't shut up about that.
so Sting,
Yeah, Sting is fucking everything up.
man, Sting trying. You know, what Sting trying to work his way too, man. TNA about to do that rebrand. Sting about to show his ass up there.
Oh
Um,
man, Sting,
that boy
dog,
said his last match in AEW.
Sting did an interview where he said, "I don't know what the fuck Blizzard Blizz talk about. When I retire, I'm gonna be an ambassador for AEW. I'm gonna be on like some Legends contract type shit, just going around spreading the gospel about AEW. So fuck what
Um,
Blizzard Blizz talk about."
I'm gonna give y'all some news. Fuck that. I'm about to be the Stephen A. of this shit. Look, Sting said his last match in AEW is gonna be, over there.
Fuck yeah.
Whenever TNA do their first thing, Sting gonna be Lex Luger with the blouse. You know what I'm
What he
saying?
go? What the,
He,
he
he gonna be
gonna have a
high ass
blouse?
Jeff Hardy on top of the cage. You
He
know what I'm
gonna have a
saying?
blouse with the Sting mask on?
Exactly. Y'all see what's
That could be
coming.
anybody.
Sting gonna show his ass up. I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it. AEW didn't fuck with him enough to give him the belt. So now he know Dixie Carter gonna give him that fucking belt. So yeah, my bad. I got distracted. Sting not even a Paul Heyman guy.
It always goes back to Sting though.
Next up, I got the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, it's crazy. You forget there was a Paul Heyman guy, but there was a Paul Heyman guy that like on SmackDown.
Right. Again, that's another team that I vaguely remember was a Paul Heyman guy. So, but it was
I think
like
they just threw them together because it was like ECW connection. Why not?
right. So, hey, you know me, I think they're the top three tag team of all time. So,
Oh, of course,
you know,
of course.
huh?
I said, of course.
Yeah. So, if they top three tag team of all time, they might as well. They got to make the Paul Heyman list. If there was a Paul Heyman guy, that was on the Paul Heyman for a little minute, they get some love. So there you go.
Right.
Number six, I got controversially Kurt Angle, and the only reason I got Kurt Angle right there is because honestly, I do not fucking remember that either. I know it was during the SmackDown times. I know it was Smack when Kurt Angle was the heavyweight champion, but I really don't remember Paul Heyman like really being a manager for Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I don't remember that shit neither.
It's, it's in all the articles. This dude Jay Uso, I didn't know Jay Uso was challenging for the belt on Raw. You know he ain't winning if it's on Raw.
Man,
Seth Rollins, what are you doing, man? Stop defending that fucking belt every week, man. Like
make the shit exclusive.
Logan Paul doing it right. Like he acting like he a champion. He's showing up when it's time to show up. I don't know. Seth Rollins really be pissing me off when it comes to this. All
Man.
right. Like Gunda, like one of the best wrestlers in the game. He ain't defending that belt every damn week.
So so is Shinsuke declaring for the Royal Rumble too?
I'm not 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been the Raw TV been on mute, so I've been watching what's going on Raw. But as far as verbally, I'm almost sure Sensei's gonna be in there. You're gonna fight with Cody Rhodes a little bit, probably get eliminated by Cody Rhodes, some nonsense like that.
Shinsuke gonna be like, ha ha, I know about it.
I wonder if Cody Rhodes gonna eliminate Jay Uso, and that's where it's gonna lead to Roman.
What you mean?
I don't know. I'm trying to
You
figure out how Cody
gonna
Rhodes gonna get his ass to Roman.
D to win the Royal Rumble?
Not to win the Royal Rumble, just eliminate him. Like Jay having a good chance to win, and then Cody Rhodes be the one to eliminate him. Be like, you know what this about. Bring your bitch ass cousin over here. You know? All right, back to the Paul Heyman guys. Number 5, I got Big Show. I do remember Paul Heyman being a Big Show being a Paul Heyman guy, and
Yeah, turned on Brock to join up with Big Show.
right, right, and I mean it was cool at the time. It was dominant.
Yeah, I mean I fuck with it. Oh, and he managed Big Show in '06 when Big Show was ECW champion.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, I fuck with it because I think like
That
Paul
was
Heyman.
actually one of the more Big Show most serious runs too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was booked as like a big monster. Like Sabu kept trying to jump at him. He kept throwing him through
mhm.
tables. So
he kept fucking with DX because the McMahons was beefing with DX at the time, and he kept
right,
calling. So I think DX stuck Vince McMahon head up Big Show ass in a Hell in a Cell match.
classic wrestling shit. You know.
Yeah, and I remember like when Big Show be wrestling, Paul Heyman would just be outside the ring yelling like, "You're a giant! Nobody can handle you!" But yeah, I fuck with that. Like I said, I feel like he needed Paul Heyman to fucking be his manager.
Yeah, arguably, like I said, arguably one of his best runs he ever had.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the last of the ECW boys out the way, hypothetically, because another dude was an ECW dude, but we don't really look at him like an ECW dude. But number 4 is Rob Van Dam.
RVD.
The
He didn't,
whole
I
effing
don't think he
show,
needed Paul.
huh?
I said I don't think he needed Paul.
He didn't. I mean, he didn't need nobody really. You know, no, no. I
I
like him
think
with the dude the whistle.
Obel Alfonso.
Yeah, I like him with him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
out too.
Paul Heyman, he did. I think he did good for Rob Van Dam. He did. He did. I think he did pretty good for him.
Yeah, I mean he was
Uh,
loud. He had the fucking whistle, and like I mean, like back then Rob Van Dam really wasn't doing that much talking. Like he didn't really talk until he got to WWE like that. So back then he'd just say shit like Mr. Monday Night, the whole fucking show, and that's about it.
right. Oh, if anybody looking for Ryback, he didn't make the qualifying list. I thought that shit was ass. I think that was
And
I
he
think that was a
keep
knock on Paul Heyman.
and he keep fake retiring.
From what?
He said if CM Punk returns, he was gonna retire. And then CM Punk returned, he was like,
Oh
"What
shit!
AEW?"
You absolutely right. CM Punk not even there tonight.
Yeah, he should be on SmackDown this week.
CM Punk?
Yeah,
Okay, whatever. All right. Speaking of CM Punk, he my number 3 on Paul Heyman, guys.
yeah, it was weird, but I fuck with it.
Because you gotta realize that even though that was his best run, well, was it his best run? Let me see.
Yeah,
He got
Punk.
the Nexus. Because the best in the world gimmick didn't always have Paul Heyman.
Uh,
It eventually got Paul Heyman.
yeah,
So yeah, I think that's kind of why I put him at 3, if I'm being honest with you.
man.
Because
I,
he was already doing good,
yeah, he was
but then
already
Paul
like
Heyman
champ.
added to him.
I
Huh?
think he was like champ for almost a year before he got with Paul Heyman. Cause I think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was doing the best in the world gimmick for a while.
he didn't need Paul Heyman. I think they just threw him with Paul Heyman just cause during that time they was giving Punk everything he wanted. So it was like, fuck
Yeah,
it. You want
and
Paul?
it added to the storyline, and it
Yeah,
added to the character of CM Punk. So I'm not mad at it, and he definitely deserved to be, uh,
yeah, I feel
top
like
3
that's what
for it.
put, huh?
I say he definitely deserved to be top 3 for it.
I feel like managing Punk was what put Paul Heyman up there as the greatest manager of all time. Like he definitely got it now with Roman because like all what he did with another client of his, he Punk had the longest reigning, well, the second longest WWE championship reign of the modern era, and Paul Heyman was right there with him.
True, true, true. And feel free to say the next guy's name because I'm gonna bring it up anyway. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is my number two.
Oh, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, your tribal chief.
Roman Reigns.
Right.
Call Roman Reigns.
Bruh, this is what I
Yeah.
really want to know. So, Roman not watching what's going on. Like, he got to call Roman, like, man, what you doing right now? Man, put Fox on. What's your dumbass cousin doing right now? Like, I'm pretty sure Roman calling, watching SmackDown at the moment. He got to call Roman Reigns. Why he just don't dial? Like, we know who you calling, Roman. You got one person saved in your phone, and that's it. And you probably got to say that it's my tribal chief. Call Roman Reigns. But yeah,
So
a
he
thousand
gotta be number
things.
two because you know, let's be honest. We because he not number one. We know who
At number
Paul
one,
Heyman
got
mold.
20 years in the game with a certain somebody.
Like it. This dude clearly be number one, but fuck it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. Roman Reigns number two because Brock Lesnar's hands down he's the Paul Heyman guy. He's the
Brock
Paul Heyman guy.
Lesnar.
Like the dude showed up with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman molded, groomed, betrayed him, brought him back, and
Betrayed him
actually
twice.
let him go. And we watched Brock Lesnar become from this old big ass high pitched voice dude to a dude who could talk on the mic and become a good guy and don't need Paul. This
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it's fair to tie Brock Lesnar entire career to Paul Heyman, but I'm gonna do the shit anyway.
Yeah, it's
like,
very much. Like,
like if you got a
outside
problem me
the
tying
whole,
your if Brock Lesnar got a problem me tying his entire career and giving all his credentials to Paul Heyman, you see King. There you go. Cage
yeah,
match.
all his
What's up?
best work has been
Like yeah.
involved. All his best work has been involved with Paul Heyman. Even this cowboy Brock from the last couple of years, who he was fighting? Roman Reigns. Who's Roman Reigns' wife, man? Paul Heyman. He put Paul Heyman through the table and all that shit. Like he owed, yeah, he owed his career to Paul Heyman.
And I 100% agree. I the term Paul Heyman guy probably started around Punk.
Punk started the phrase Paul
Right,
Heyman guy,
right.
but Brock
But
was the original Paul Heyman guy.
he would never I can't like I said, the fact that Brock Lesnar came up with him and we heard Brock Lesnar talk on the mic and be like a rookie, and then now we're looking at Brock Lesnar as probably an arguable top 10 wrestler of all time. I think we gotta give Paul Heyman that credit and the ultimate Paul Heyman guy, because Paul Heyman, well, he been on the map, so we can't really say Brock Lesnar helped Paul Heyman out, but Brock Lesnar won
They
Paul
helped Paul
Heyman guy.
Heyman become the greatest manager of all time.
He did. He did. That's a giant step on the resume. Them two dudes became one for a long time. And even still, like you said, when they against each other, it still feel like they won. It today it still feel like one day they might get back together and go for one last run for something.
So he
So
definitely gotta go for one last run.
right. So yeah. The reason why Roman Reigns not the number one Paul Heyman guy is because Brock Lesnar the number one Paul Heyman guy. And that's
And
it.
just just off his top three alone, that puts him over. Who you would consider? I guess Bobby the Brain outside of Paul Heyman, but Bobby the Brain never had a world champion. He managed.
I mean, what you got? The if you go by resume, then man, you don't really have too much. What Jimmy Hart maybe, uh, Mr. Fuji.
And that's Yokozuna and Demolition.
Yeah, I can't think of too many men. There's
His
really no man who had a resume he have.
his top three clients, two of his top three clients got two of the longest fucking championship reigns in the modern history.
And two of
And
them arguably top 10 all time. Three of them arguably top 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, wherever y'all want to rank Punk at.
and
And
not
then he got Stone
to,
Cold on his resume.
and not to mention the one behind 21 and one.
Shout out to Paul Heyman, man. You
Yeah.
got a long list. You got a long list of superstars. You also got some. You got some trash on that too. But we ain't gonna talk about them today. That's all I
Forever
got.
Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, you got a Cesaro.
And a ride back.
And his big beautiful ride back. Remember he kissed him?
Yeah, that's why he didn't make the list. He didn't know what to do in the spotlight, so he kissed another man. Wildin', wildin'. No respect.
Uh,
That's all I got though.
yeah, that's all we got. We know Paul Heyman the gold manager, man. I mean, Bobby the Brain probably got something to say, but he dead. So
Yeah, so But look, there's no harm in it. This is appreciation episode of Paul Heyman, and it's actually
yeah,
this actually a reflection of the superstars he managed. Like you never know, the next guy need to realize that list. Like, oh shit, if I get Paul Heyman, I need to turn that shit up. But that's all I got.
that's all I got on it too, my brother.